Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Excela Health Virtual Mall Walkers. All month long we've been talking about brain health and how to keep our minds engaged and active through diet, exercise, and interactive activities. In today's featured presentation, Dawn DeVoley will be sharing part 2 of our brain health presentation, focusing on the mind diet principles and the 10 foods you need to boost your brain power. Let's welcome back Dawn DeVoley.
Hi Mall Walkers, and welcome back to part 2 of my brain health series. Now, all month long, we have been celebrating Brain Health and Alzheimer's Awareness Month by giving you tips and suggestions on how to improve your brain health. Today, what we're going to talk about is nutrition. And there is a diet that has been proven to lower your risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's by 35 to 50%. Okay? So we are going to be talking about how diet is important. We're going to be discussing the 10 foods that you should be eating to boost your brain health and improve your memory and lower your risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's. Of course, we will always have a meal that we're going to make, and we're going to be taking a very ordinary recipe and turning it into a brain-powered meal. Okay? So before we get started with the recipe, let's talk about the MIND diet. And MIND is an acronym that stands for Mediterranean Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay. And this MIND diet is comprised of 10 main foods. Okay, so these 10 main foods contain nutrients such as omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, B vitamins, flavonoids, lutein, and beta-carotene. All of these nutrients have been shown to slow down the rate of cognitive decline. All right, so the 10 foods are the following: berries, leafy greens, other vegetables, whole grains, nuts and seeds. Okay, that's 5. Number 6 is fish and seafood, poultry, beans and legumes, red wine, and olive oil. Okay, so 10 very important brain-powered foods that we are going to be using in our recipe. The name of the recipe is called Sheet Pan Hawaiian Shrimp. Okay, so I'm going to take some of these ingredients and add them to this recipe to boost its brain power. So let's take a look at the ingredients for our Sheet Pan Hawaiian Shrimp. For this recipe, to make it a brain healthy recipe, you will need 2 packages of pre-cooked whole grain brown rice, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 cups of fresh pineapple chunks, 1 large red bell pepper cut into 1-inch pieces, 1 1/4 pounds of shrimp peeled and deveined, 3 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 1 1/2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 cup of loosely packed fresh cilantro leaves, and then I'm going to add 1 cup of bok choy and 1/3 cup of cashews. Okay, so this is a complete meal done on a sheet pan. We're going to make it in layers, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. You're going to get your sheet pan. You're going to line it with parchment paper. Okay, you know I'm a big fan of parchment paper. You're gonna put that in the oven while it's preheating, okay? So once the oven is ready, and while that is heating up, you can go ahead and cook your rice. Now, I've already done this, okay? So you just take your 90-second brown rice, cook it in the microwave, and to it you add some olive oil. And I've already done that, and you spread it out onto your sheet pan and you cook it for about 5 minutes, okay? So in order to save time, I've already done that. Our next layer is our pepper, okay? The recipe did call for red pepper. I didn't have red, so I'm using orange. And I actually already cooked this a little bit in the microwave in order to save time, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna spread this pepper out into your sheet pan, okay? And then we're gonna add our pineapple chunks. You can see how colorful this is gonna be. Okay, so the pineapple chunks go on next, and you're just gonna spread this out. Okay, next comes the layer of shrimp, okay? Now, I am using this frozen shrimp that comes in a bag. It's already cooked, okay? It has the tail on. You can use fresh shrimp if you like. You'll just have to cook it a little bit longer, okay? So we're gonna add our shrimp to the sheet pan. Okay, so far, all of our ingredients are pretty brain healthy. Okay, so there's our shrimp. And then I'm adding bok choy to this meal. This is baby bok choy that I just bought at a local grocery store, okay? And I just chopped it up. For those of you that aren't familiar with bok choy, okay, this particular bok choy, I bought baby bok choy and it came in a plastic container already like this. I just chopped it up. Bok choy is a type of Chinese cabbage. It's very mild in flavor. This would be one of our leafy greens, okay, the Mind Diet leafy green. And it gives you some nice crunch in this meal. Okay, so we are actually gonna put this in the oven just to heat it up for about 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna set my timer. All right, 3 minutes. Okay, so while that is heating up in the oven, we're gonna make the dressing for our sheet pan meal. Now, this is super easy, it's just 3 ingredients. So you're gonna take your low sodium soy sauce, the brown sugar, light brown sugar. Okay, so light brown sugar, light brown refers to the color, not the calorie amount, and rice wine vinegar. Now, if you don't have rice wine vinegar, you could just use white wine vinegar. I think they just call it rice vinegar, but it's easily substituted with even just plain white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, white wine vinegar. Okay, so then we're gonna put this dressing into the microwave for 45 seconds. Okay, so while that is heating up in the microwave, let's talk a little bit about substitutions for this sheet pan meal, okay? So, you know, our leafy green in the recipe is the bok choy. We have peppers in it, okay? Our whole grain is the brown rice. We are using shrimp as one of the Mind Diet foods. We used olive oil in the rice. And then afterwards, we're gonna top it off with some healthy cashews, okay? But a very nice substitute that will give you a totally different flavor would be to use chicken, okay? I would swap out the pineapple, or even just go half pineapple with some mandarin oranges. I would use baby spinach, and I would top it off with some almonds. So that would be another way that you can make this sheet pan Hawaiian shrimp brain healthy by swapping out the shrimp and using chicken. All right, so our dressing is ready. And we're just going to give this a little stir to make sure all the brown sugar is dissolved. Okay, that looks good. All right. Let's pull our sheet pan out of the oven because I think it's just about ready, okay? Oh yeah, this is very nice, okay? Oh, and my alarm is going off right now. Okay, so perfect timing. All right, so like I said, I used shrimp that was already pre-cooked. If you're using fresh, instead of 3 minutes in the oven, it has to go for 6. So what we're gonna do next is just drizzle our dressing over this meal. Okay. And we're just gonna give this a toss to make sure everything's coated with the dressing. So this is why I like parchment paper. Everything stays on the paper, makes your cleanup so much easier in the end. Okay, so that is all mixed up. Okay, so let's add another leafy green to this meal. We're gonna add chopped up cilantro, okay? Now, cilantro definitely has a very distinct flavor, and some people don't like it, okay? So some people, taste buds, give the mouth feel and the mouth taste of cilantro. Some people think it tastes like soap, all right? So if you are one of those people where cilantro tastes like soap, by all means do not use it. I would just substitute chopped parsley instead, okay? But I happen to like cilantro. I think it gives a really nice fresh flavor to this meal. And then we are going to add our chopped cashews. All right, and then we're gonna top it with some pepper, okay? So you can see how easily this meal comes along, made in layers, super colorful, brain healthy, brain friendly foods, okay? Pretty low in sodium. A serving of this sheet pan meal has about 500 calories and 655 milligrams of sodium. So that is actually pretty good because this is your entire meal. Okay, so here's what it looks like. All right, so there we have our brain-friendly sheet pan Hawaiian shrimp. I hope you will give it a try. Very easy to make and super colorful, chock full of brain-powered foods. Okay, so our healthy habit tip of the day is feed your brain with mind diet friendly foods to slow down cognitive decline, therefore lowering your chances of developing dementia and Alzheimer's, right? So that brings this brain series to a close. I hope you've enjoyed all the tips and information that we have been providing you with this entire month of June to keep your brain healthy. So thank you for joining me. Until next time, stay tuned and stay healthy. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Welcome back, Mall Walkers. We hope you enjoyed today's cooking demonstration and our healthy habits tip of the day. Don't forget to check your email inbox for today's featured recipe, along with additional resources to guide you in your brain health journey. Until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. We'll see you soon, Mall Walkers.